What's up, everybody? Oh yeah, I do somewhere, but I'm not gonna play it right now. Maybe kind of, sort of. I don't know. Maybe do I have it? Anyways, what's up, everybody? It is an off day. It's Monday. It's 3:23. It's like an odd time to do a live stream, but what the heck? I did a little live stream on Facebook. I think that's where I did it, right? And let you know that, like last night we didn't have a show, and this is for anybody that watches this in the future, not necessarily right now. So it's just an update. So we didn't have a show last night. We were all kind of not into it, and plus I'm getting ready for my trip. So I'm leaving for Colorado on Wednesday, and I won't be back till Monday. So that will mean that we will not have a show this Sunday. So, right? And you won't have to watch us be knuckleheads talk about drums. But either way, those of you who like the show and watch us on a regular basis, we'll be back again the following Sunday. And that's pretty much what it's all about. And then I've got Brian in here, so I give everybody the opportunity in the game to join when I'm live and or when we're live. It's not all about me. Let's see if I can get you, man. I don't know why I can't see you in here. Yes. Oh, I know. I haven't changed that. That would be the reason. Gotta switch it over to Skype 21. Hey, there's Brian, and we'll bring Brian in. Right there, and empty seat, Marty. I have applause and everything, I just didn't pull it all up, so I actually have a backup method, but I really wasn't planning on doing all this. What's up, so Huggy, what's up? This is Bandito, I see you're there, not in the chat with us. There's Marty. Marty is here. He's doing Marty's stuff on his house, so he wasn't even knowing that we were going to go live. It's no big deal. Let's see. What's up, B? Since I didn't we didn't do the show last night. You need a front-facing light, brother. Hey, time out. You need a front-facing light. Like, I can't see you, man. Yeah, get front-facing. I can't say it. No, it's not. But so as he's doing his lighting, there you go. Hey, now we see him. Applause. You hear Brian? What? You were shitting me. Brian's on your microphone. See if we can get an audio check on you. I don't know why we wouldn't be able to get you. No, I don't think I can get you. I'm not as clear as usual. Well, we got an issue then.
Maybe it's this one. Try that one. Talk to me, Brian.
One, two, three.
Yeah, you should be able to hear this. Sounds awful. How's this? Is this better? I'm glad we went impromptu live and just sound like horse crap.
My
Is
dog
that better?
just let one.
Sounds awful. Yes. Sounds awful. There we go. Okay. I hit the wrong mic. I need to get rid of that one. So.
You stink.
Thank you, Huggy. Let's see. So, what were you going to say? Well, I'll go grab my newness. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I
got
the.
the.
Why don't you show your newness while I go get my newness? You got to talk to the microphone, though, man.
The air loader. I got it ready to roll.
Talk to everybody while I go get it.
I got it. Receivers in it. Everything's hooked up. Of course, there's no flight controller or anything in it. It's going to be straight manual to see how it flies first. And we'll see how it goes from there. Before I even so much as add flaps to it. I want to see how it flies stock first. And then see where to go from there. But yeah, it's about ready. Let's see if there's any chat going on.
Hey, no dead air, goddammit.
No dead air.
No dead air, man. You know the rules around here. I can't play any of my buttons. Otherwise, play them.
I am bringing
Darth
up
Vader Imperial March right now. All right, so you're talking about your freeloader air loader, air hog?
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I would do only a tractor method. I wouldn't do a twin tractor with a pusher. I just don't see how that's even remotely good. But whatever. Go for it.
Basically, I'm going to use the pusher during cruise and turn off the tractor.
Oh, hey.
So save battery power.
Hey, that's
So
kind of.
just
I'll give you
cruising.
applause because I think that's a good idea.
You don't need a lot of power.
We got to use old school sound effects.
Save that power.
I like that, man. That's a good idea. Pretty cool.
Then just use the tractors for pulling heavy stunts or whatever.
See if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can do my. I gotta have at least applause for you.
I see Miss Bandito in the chat.
Can you say it right without stuttering?
Yeah,
We can do it. Yeah, there we go. I got applause. See?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I got a little bit. I feel naked without it. Let me go ahead and get my Benny Hill in here then. I got them all saved. So I have this literally as the backup. Instead of using my voice. Oh, wait. Yep, there it is. A little loud though, eh? It feels like a old pair of underwear, right?
Yeah,
It just fits.
Holes and all.
Holes and all, right? That's sure I got underwear older than my children. Some of them. Cool. So got that working too. Of course, it's in iTunes, which I don't want it to do. And file open with crap. Well, it's no big deal. Nonetheless, cool. We got Brian and doing quads, and he's going to do a twin polar and a pusher. I like the idea. I think it's kind of a cool idea that you're going to be. It will be a little more efficient when you get up there.
Mm-hmm.
Good for takeoff. Pretty much it. Yeah, go.
Plenty of power for takeoff and pulling vertical, and then you just flip to the pusher for cruising around.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's pretty smart of you. I like that. So let's see. We didn't have a show last night. We're not going to turn this into a show. This was just like an update. I'm leaving to Colorado. We've been on this.
Yep.
You guys in the gang have been part of this journey since got back from the last one. And it's I'm taking your old mini drac that I've rebuilt. So we'll give an applause on that one. It made the cut. But it got bumped down to second because this one made the cut yesterday when we went out and tested it.
Got that.
Yeah, newness. Hey, Brian, when I say newness, like everything, well, not everything, most everything on here is new. So the only thing that's not is the motor. The motor's an old 2814 original 1700 kV that Chris Click puts out with, or he used to put out with, these mini dracs. So it still flies great, the motor does. But everything else is new. And what I wanted to mention to you, Brian, was the servos that they sent me, that I had them, I asked for some servos because I was low, right?
Yeah.
And I asked for the same ones that I normally get, which are the Alpha 7020 thin wing servos, right? Really awesome. I've been using them for years. They sent me the 7050s, man. And I don't know if you know anything about these Alpha 7050s, but they're digital and Metal Gear. And you can see them, they're silver. They stand out. Like the other ones are black, but they match everything.
They do stand out.
Man, these things.
Sharpie time.
These things are awesome. No, I ain't messing these up. One, they're a little bit expensive. So if you're not so worried about the budget, you can go and get them for like $80-something a piece. And
Jeez.
man, I tell you what though, holy hell, Brian, when I put just a little bit of input, like any type of input in my right stick, it totally translates into those servos. So like fine tune it, right? It was really, man, Brian, this thing flies damn near like no slop, none. Everything is there. It's sending like signals like over 3,000 a second or some shit like that.
What in the world are you gonna do with a plane that doesn't have any slop?
Well, I mean, I throw in. I wish I had my laughter.
You're not used to that.
I wish I had my laughter on that one. We'll just laugh together, goddammit, because yes. Well, Expo. So I had to put in some Expo on this. I'm like at 25 right now. I had to dumb down the weight, so it looked like it was flapping, like trying to flag down another aircraft. The elevons were going up and down so much. It had so much movement, which is great because when you run like an iNav, bro, the iNav, it really dumbs everything down. You know what I mean? So you don't have that much deflection. Man, running it raw because there is nothing in here. Oh, by the way, so 7050 is great resolution. I'm also running the 45 amp. That smart ESC that Spectrum also sent me.
Yeah.
Nice clean build in here. No iNav, no flight controller, no nothing. Flies amazing. Flies amazing. Yep. Did the guy? This is courtesy of Brian. Brian had this Velcro, so I went out and bought a box of it, and I used it on here.
Great.
It works great, man. It really does.
It does.
Now I'll be honest. On the inside, and it's hard to tell. I wish I had a my other camera up here, but this is the one you really, really want to use for like your batteries, because it will lock the crap out of it. It stays in there. Like my batteries are not coming out. And then you can use this white stuff for all this, you know.
Yep.
And Brian, I did it underneath. I know it's going to be a little tacky, but it's all about functionality, right? You know me. Even this paint's got a purpose. But I use that same Velcro right here. It actually works better on here on the wings for when they do separate, because that other Velcro right here where I secure my batteries down is too strong, right? And it will break your shit.
Because that other stuff is like 80-pound and
right.
And
and
sticker
so
stuff is 35 pounds.
And when you hit it right here, so like when you try to pull it apart right now, this shit is not coming apart. Like I can pull the shit out of it, it's not coming off. But if you bang it at an angle, that Velcro does.
Yeah,
it'll separate.
Mm-hmm.
It really will work. Whereas the ones on the inside, this Velcro, not so much. It will. It's strong, but so. Anyways, so that's new on here, and it ran great, dude. I'll be honest with you. It made it feel like my motor opened up a little bit, because I've got video that on my GoPro that I'm going to post later on, which is on here, which is again Kyle, who is the new guy that flies with us. He's been around for a little bit.
Nose.
Yeah, man, he printed the nose piece. So I was asking the Right Wing Nation, hey, anybody got a way that I could go ahead and buy this? I just need to get it really quick, for this mini track. And Rue reminded me that, hey, a couple of the guys locally actually have 3D printers. Fucking just go out and reach out to them. And sure enough, I asked Kyle, and Kyle got it to me within 24 hours, and it's a good cut. Like, it's not sloppy. It's all nice and clean. Works great. Great TPU. Good color. He picked blue. He knows what Shelby likes, blue and orange. And, it works great, man. I don't have to tell you, Brian. So, flying. Rue sends me up, right, for the maiden. And it took right off his hand. The CG's off a little bit. I'm off by about 1/4 of an inch. Need to jam the batteries forward a little bit. But, be that as it may, we went and he launched. It took off great. No issues whatsoever. Going up, flying around, man. Kissed the clouds on a maiden. Came back down. It was such a good maiden, I started going into freestyle, right? And when I went into freestyle, I went inverted, right? So everything's going great, right? We're having a great old time. Then I went inverted, do an inverted loop, right? Push turn loop. So I could flip over and then go and do my loop. It launched the GoPro out. So the GoPro came flying out. And I'm still flying, right? So I'm still performing this maneuver. So when I'm still arcing up like this, I still have control, even though I didn't realize the GoPro had already launched out. And then all of a sudden I hear this ka-chung, like thunk. It's like soft sounding, not hard sounding. And then I came out of my loop, right? And I had no control. Like, it was all fucked up. So I'm flying all over the place, like hanging on, like the oceans are rough. I get it down fine. And I'm thinking the damn wing came off. I'm thinking one of these wings detached. No, the GoPro popped out. So we go and we look all over the parking lot. You know where I'm talking about, right? The facility that we go to. So we're all on the opposite side. We heard it, but we're out there looking for like 30 minutes, right? Lo and behold, it was literally had landed right in front of us, about 15 feet, 20 feet. Right there. Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, like a bunch of idiots, And I couldn't, but we found it. And it wasn't broken. The whole time I'm walking around, I'm thinking, damn it, I got to spend another $250, 2.5 days before going on my trip to find a fucking GoPro. And when I say it was so close to being destroyed, the indention in the grass that it hit was about that much, 1/4 of an inch, give or take, maybe that much, from hitting the concrete curb. Yeah. Hit the grass, bounced over the curb, landed on the ground, and just landed fine. I actually have a video of that. So I'm going to post some of that HD footage. And everyone's getting all butthurt about footage of the, I know you can shorten every other damn word on the planet, right? All these youngins. But you want to say footy instead of footage, and then everyone has a freaking tampon moment. But anyways, flew amazing. I mean, Brian, flew amazing. Best flying mini track to date for me.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's solid. I spared nothing. I did everything by the book, and it actually really does show. So,
it's really nice.
Yeah, it is really, really nice. And I'm going to give an applause on that one. Yes. She's ready to go, and I'm ready to go. Got all my stuff packed up. I got all my emergency kit. I always I don't take all my, people know. When I go on my trips, I shorten my toolbox with all my bits and pieces and whatnot, and I stick it in a small box, probably 1/4 the size of this. And all
You flying or you driving?
I'm flying out.
Oh, okay.
I'm flying out.
I was going to tell you should do like I do, where I have those little toolbox things that are lockable
Yeah.
and watertight.
If I was driving, but the thing is, I'm flying, and the other great thing of why I'm taking the mini rack, for years I've been boasting about how it's portability factor. Portability.
Yeah.
Right? Can't say it right. My chair's pissing me off. It keeps falling down. So I got to kick it on one side of this damn cylinder so it doesn't lose its compression. So yeah, I'm taking the mini drag because the mini drag, the whole idea is, hey, it can be you can transport it, take it on a plane, very easy to work with. But this time I'm taking two. I'm taking the one that you and I both kind of worked on. It's like a Millennium Falcon. It's so beautiful. It still flies great though. That's the thing. Like I wasn't worried. Because we've done so many test flights on that frame, like so many, that it's just reliable. It's hey, you want it like my Toyota out there. You want something that's going to go out there and perform. Well, the one that you started with and I finished with, it's still flying great. It doesn't fly as nimble as I want it to fly, but it does most of the job, and I don't have to worry about it when I chuck it in the air. I know it's going to come back. It's got an iNav in it. This is like a Lambo right here. This thing it's crazy. Wait till I'll post a video. Same location. I know it's going to kind of be like, Shelby, it's the same crap as normal. It's the same location. Yeah, I get it. The idea is just to see how it flies. Like, watch this. This is a mini drag flying. This isn't like a spec wing. This is a mini drag. And the big thing on this trip, this Colorado trip will be I'm using the Hero 7 with Hypersmooth. So I am adopting the Hypersmooth. I think it's just needed on wings because you'll never get to that just fluid video ever with a wing. You just can't dial out wind on a wing. It just doesn't happen. So in this case, I'm all for the Hypersmooth, and this trip, I think, oh God, fingers crossed, produce fantastic video. So
That would be awesome.
yeah, I think the Hypersmooth, it just makes it so much better, man. Gets out of those little jitters and those little shakes.
So just a quick little bit of news.
Go ahead.
If you go to Hobby King's website now,
Right.
they do not ship a single VTX to US anymore.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every VTX they have says no longer available in your country.
Holy crap, man. Might want to take a little mad rush on buying some of that. Find them where you can get them.
You better get your VTX quick.
Yeah.
All hell's
That
about to
sucks,
break
man.
loose.
That's going to suck. That really is going to suck. You
Yeah,
got
it
to have
is.
your VTXs, man. Whether it's Unifies or whatever, but
Or
I mean-
you can say screw it and go ahead and get the DJI FPV system.
man, that's like your muscle in the market. But we can save that for the next
Is.
episode. Talk about all the what's
mean,
going
I'm-
on. Is that just recent?
That's in the last couple of weeks that they've done that.
I don't go to Hobby King anymore, man. I haven't gone to Hobby King in freaking years, so
I haven't bought from them in a while either.
I have no idea what their current climate is as far as for the consumer at
You
all.
can get a Crossfire from them, which is strange because they also have the R9 system.
Well, I mean, VTX is what I'm worried about. Shit.
Yeah, VTX is scary.
Yeah, man. Got to get my Unify Pros. Like, I mean, not through Hobby King, but I hope what's going on there doesn't go down, trickle down
It's
to us.
going to.
I don't know if it really will. I think the Hobby King US. Are you on Hobby King? Do they still have that? I mean, do they still have US?
They
and then-
still have an American warehouse,
They do?
and it
Okay.
still says that it is not available. You cannot get VTX from Hobby King anymore. We're sorry, this product is not available in your country.
Okay.
That's
well,
what every one of them says.
we'll definitely need to talk about that on the show when I get back. So I was thinking, B, since we don't have Marty here, and we don't have Belinda, we don't have Rotor, we don't have Abba, I mean, everybody's doing whatever. Should I do a live with you guys? Like, should we try it on Sunday? That'd be really weird. I don't think I'd have to call in on you guys or some shit, and someone else would have to host it.
I have the direct connection.
I mean, the most viable option would be you host it. But holy shit balls. I bust his balls when I say, you better have this song on the ready, right? See if I can do it.
I've got it.
You got it?
Yeah. I can import anything into my soundboard.
We'll see. Can you play this? Huh.
Yep.
Okay. Can you
The entire
play
one.
this?
You have
So the main thing is you need to have this. Because I have a feeling if we do a live show and you're hosting this shit, this is going to be playing on the background. Just like it does with me. It's no different. It's going to be a crazier fun ship, right? I think so.
Yep.
Well, I don't know. We'll talk about it with the rest of the gang and see what they say. Because remember, it's democracy here.
79
Oh, we'll play applause on that. It's democracy. I won't say all of a sudden a whole bunch of votes popped up for for against the show on Sunday. Dum dum.
Let's don't go there.
But I'll think about it. I mean, like, you know me, man. When I go home, because it is, I live here. That's home. Colorado is home. So when I go there, it's a journey. It's a whole thing. I get detached from everything, and I'm going to see how it goes this time. But hopefully the same thing will happen. I get to go to my property, which is my center of the whole damn freaking universe for me. Get to hang out there, and I'm hanging out with my boys, my best friends of my whole life. They're all there, and they're excited. And we're going to go travel around the high country and get some flights. And they don't even fly. They're actually just wanting to go watch. So I'm going to make sure I bring an extra set of goggles. Plus, I have the power play, man. So they can watch on the power play, you know. So I'm debating whether I take that or not. Should I take that or the goggles?
I say
goggles.
Yeah, take it too.
Well, I'm going to take power play for sure, but should I take an extra set of goggles? No? I just don't know if I want to carry all that crap.
People that haven't ever flown it, if you put the goggles on them, because I've seen this before, I've had it happen to me. They're standing there, they're watching you fly, and next thing you know, they're picking themselves off the ground because they leaned over too much.
Yeah. There was the guy that showed up yesterday. He was watching me fly in his goggles, I believe he was. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I have to sit down for this. It's too much." So I agree with you that.
What's this blue screen? It just.
I don't know.
popped
I
up?
mean, someone's usually joining in, so we're gonna slide them over here until we find.
There
Oh,
we go.
hey! It's
There it is.
who is that? Abba? It's a ghost.
Get that light from the back. Garage door.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can't.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, close that garage door. You got too much. There you go. That'll
There
work.
we go. Let me see if I can't. I'm changing everything around here, guys. You gotta bear with me. So I don't have my Jeopardy noise. I just have what I've got. This is really.
I'm on my laptop too. I can go in my computer room.
It's Abba.
Hi, you're good.
Abba. What's up, man? You coming out of your hibernation of new parent? I see.
Man,
You've risen your head.
Shit. I got shit on today.
Literally, I don't have the soundboard, man. Dum dum. Insert crowd laughter. I know I have laughter around here somewhere. I'm gonna find this shit. But so you've gotten a little bit of a break, I see. Because you're on here now.
We got them on a. It's weird because I know you guys probably know, but babies eat every 3 hours, right?
Right.
So
Newborns.
Newborns eat every 3 hours, and you got to change them every 3 hours, if not more. But when you have twins, you have to stagger them an hour.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
You're in uncharted territory for me on that one. I have no idea how it is to deal with twins.
Yeah, so every hour and a half, I'm busy for 2 hours. And it's like I haven't really. I flew once. I flew one pack and then came home because she needed me. My wife did. So
I'm trying to get a laugh.
I haven't done. I mean, I have flown my this thing. Hold on. I have flown my larva around the house, but that's about it.
That's about it.
ain't it
Well,
cute?
it's so nice. It's so precious.
Yeah,
It's
little-
tiny little teeny thing around. It's all precious.
I got
At least
one.
you're flying.
Yeah.
At least you're flying.
I haven't even had time to fly the wing sim since the last time I got on with all you guys, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man, it's been like 3 weeks since you've been on there. So I mean, you had just had babies, so you are literally, and you just got them home. Like you had them a while ago, but then they stayed, and now they're home. And you told you, what did I tell you the last time when you were you didn't have the babies home yet? We told you that it's gonna happen.
Life is gonna change.
It's gonna change, and you're gonna become, non-existent for great long periods of time until you all figure this shit out, and then you'll be back, and then it's just gonna take time. This is the way it is, but at least you're all adapting and doing well, right? I'd say that's kudos to that.
We're doing well. The babies are 5 weeks pregnant. So actually, I think 3 days ago was their original due date. So now they are 5 weeks old. They've been home for 3 weeks. They were in the NICU for 2 weeks. So yeah, it's going good. They're gaining weight. They're like 8.5 pounds, almost 9 pounds each now. So they were 5 pounds when they came out. So yeah.
And what are they now? How much do they weigh?
They're like 8.5 to 9.
Fat asses.
Yeah, we haven't been to the doctor in a week, but
that's good. They're gaining weight.
Actually, yeah, they're gaining weight.
That's what you want. You want that gaining weight, man.
They're gaining 1.8 ounces a day, and they're only supposed to be gaining 1 ounce a day.
Quit fattening your kids up. I mean, we do have an obesity problem here in the United States. That's a
Or feed them McDonald's, man.
Chicken nuggets and flurries. But it's good to hear that everything's going well.
Yeah. What do you guys talk?
So I was just doing an update, basically, because we didn't do a show last night, and basically, you know how it rolls in the background. Do a roll call. So I'll hit a roll call about 6 o'clock or so for the whole gang, and find out the attendance. And everyone is allowed to choose whether they want to come on the damn show or not, because we're not paying anybody. So it's up to them. And I got no feedback by 7:30, so I called the show and said, done. We're not doing it. Plus, I was getting ready, and I'm getting ready for the trip because I leave on Wednesday. So to answer your question, I'm getting ready. So I was giving everybody here on the channel an update that watches this in the future or is watching this now, that, hey, we're going to be off on Sunday, possibly, because I'll still be in Colorado. And Brian and I were talking about, like, hey, toying with the idea that maybe we go live on Sunday for a little bit while I'm in Colorado. Maybe I can go to a nice, cool location. I don't know. Maybe. But Brian would be the host. And all I could say is you'd be hearing this the whole time.
Nah.
Yes.
No, we didn't do that.
No.
So hey, just to say something, on 7:10 yesterday, last night, I said I can get on at 9. I think I was the only one.
Yeah, you did. You were the only one that responded. You were the only one that responded, and you responded in a timely manner because there's a cutoff, 7:30. So you cut it.
I got on, and I was like, wait a second. There's no fucking YouTube live thing. There's nothing on the Right Wing Nation. Nothing. I'm like, did everybody die? What's going on?
I know everybody. Well, I didn't hear from anybody else. Linda didn't respond. Rotor didn't respond. Brian, and I didn't reach out to Brian. Plus, I just wasn't feeling it as well. Marty didn't respond with a lot of stuff. So, and you know me, I'm getting ready for the trip, and that really does occupy my time. Like us going this long right now on this live stream is a hell of a lot longer than I anticipated. It's chewing into my time. It is overcast. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But hey, I want to show you, Abba. You're gonna see it. So look at this. It's gonna be hard to tell, but look at that 60 fucking minute rack, man. Dude, this flew so amazing. These are Alpha 7050 servos from Spectrum they sent me. They're like the beefed up high-end digital Metal Gear servos. Holy man. Holy crap, I never flew such a great servo. Flew amazing, bro. Yeah. Flew amazing. And it has all the deflection that I wanted because on the inside there's no iNav. It's just 45 amp smart ESC from Spectrum. I'm running in there, and that actually with the Chris Clicks OG MD motor on there. And it's handling it, doing great. The only thing I don't have, man, is I don't have any OSD. I don't even have battery voltage OSD. Oh, because I'm also running this, man. I want to tell everybody about this one. Go get this damn camera. Go get this camera right here, the Caddx Ratel.
What is it?
The Caddx Ratel.
That's good. I've heard it's that good.
Oh, man. Holy hell. Now, I also got, and I got to give a kudos to Peter, Tim, All those guys, Alec over at Ready Made RC, for getting me my replacement HDO2s. I had an issue with them, and they were like, oh, you know, it's going to be a little while, ship, blah, blah, blah. And I said, hey, I'm going out on a trip on Wednesday. This is Shelby. And they're like, super cool guys. They're like, man, well, we're going to 2-day overnight. And I was like, 2 days. They did it. Paige got it to me. They showed up.
What was your issue?
They're fading to like a black, man. They're like going, and the guy, Alec, was saying, corresponding with him, that he thinks it's the driver on the LEDs, on the LED screen, is going bad. Because Rue saw it, I believe George saw it. Anyways, the crew, I think everybody got to see it, where it would go black, but not completely. Like, you could just see a ghost of, like, an OSD reading or maybe a little bit of a horizon. Like, maybe. That's it. So, like, if you're doing anything acro and that goes to shit on there, which it did once or twice and fucking stuff. So, yeah, they sent out new ones, and hopefully everything will be okay. I got to go test those today. But I wanted to give a shout-out to Ready Made RC. Thank you very much, Ready Made RC, for getting me my goggles right away. You guys are awesome. Thank you. What'd you say?
Do you wear glasses or contacts, or are you straight 20/20?
No. I wear glasses. So, but inside on my HDO2s, I can adjust because it's got the IPDs for the distance between my pupils. But they also have a focus ring on each lens. So
Yeah, that's where I was going, because I have those goggles.
They're amazing.
And I'm nearsighted, and I can't see shit with normal goggles if I don't have my contacts in.
Right.
And then one day I was flying that larva, and I had my glasses, and I took them off, and I wanted to see if I could, not the IPDs, but the diopters, and I adjusted them, and I could fucking see without contacts or glasses. It was amazing.
Yeah, man, it's like crystal clear. And then with this Caddx Ratel camera that Rue, the guys found it on a frame that they were ordering. I think George got it, and it's on a $200 frame. Anyways, we're like, holy shit, it's 1200 TVL, man, the whole thing. Holy crap. I flew it yesterday on this for the first time with the servos. I was in heaven. I was like, oh my God. It was damn near digital. Like, it, because I've flown the DJI FPV unit with that camera, right? The Unify Pro, the goggles, and the HDO2s with the focus rings. Holy crap. It was so clear. The clouds, like, you could see everything. And the other people that were watching on the channel were like, they were tuning in on their goggles, and I think they had HDOs. And they were like, wow, this is crazy clarity. And the colors are amazing. This is stock, meaning out of the box, plugged it in, boom, done. No adjustments. So I think it was $30. Totally, that's my new camera. Like, that is the new camera.
A lot of people have been raving about those Ratel cameras.
I know there's going to be duds. I've been hearing that too. Like, you know, you'll see on the reviews that some of the Ratels are kind of getting of a, maybe you'll see in the reviews like, oh, mine was failed on DOA, right? So it's going to be with all of these. But I'm telling you, man, I'm telling the viewers, go and get that Caddx Ratel, the Mini with the 2.1 lens. So Caddx Ratel Mini 2.1 lens. Thank you, Rue, for telling me, Shelby, and George for finding it out. It's like, it's all the guys in the crew, and now here we are. We're all buying these things up. Here's the benefit of this camera. Multitude of things, but we're going to hit the high points. One, it's 1200 TVL, right? Two, it's a small footprint, right? Three, it's voltage range, like it power off everything. The clarity of the colors, and here's the other big thing. On top of it all, it's for night. Like, you can fly this shit at night, and it lights up everything. You take that outside, it will be like it's dark out, and you just have a street lamp. It will light everything up, but not just light it up. It keeps it in color, so it doesn't go in black and white. You can also set that to stay in color. I've never seen a camera like this, man. Blows me away. It really does. So
you said it's the Mini, right?
Yeah, it's the Mini. It's I got the
Mini Ratel.
I got the dark red one. Got the dark maroon red.
Gotcha.
I like maroon colors. Nice, sexy, nice. So yeah, I mean, totally go and get that. Totally recommend it. You will be blown away. What do we say in the chat? I haven't been checking out on the chat room. So we got 33 FPV. I think that's the guy that was flying with us yesterday. Let me see. We got Huggies in here. We got Miss Banditos in here. What up? I'm nice and don't love me no more. What's that? Well, we love Mrs. Bandito. Look at her. She's getting all butthurt over there. You're the one that didn't answer the damn phone when we call you. You know how it works? Chat, the backstage chat is open. Watched Shelby fly that yesterday. Made me seriously consider maybe getting a wing. So that is the guy. That's I can't remember his first name. Kept calling him Paul, but that's not his name.
33.
Yeah, 33. That is the story. Yeah, I love the footy, but hate spelling quad with K. Dum-dum. Cool. So, yeah, pretty much it. Abed, go back to your original question. Why are we on? This is it. Just an update. What's going on? And I'll do some live streams on my YouTube channel. You know, kind of keep everything separated. But we were toying with the idea for Sunday. What do you think? You going to be in, or are you going to be too busy changing dirty diapers?
I'll be in, but I'll have to be in at like either 9 or I can only stay for like an hour and a half.
Should bring like a fireman's outfit on, so like you're on call, and then a siren and a light goes off when your wife needs it because one of the kids are shit themselves. I'm just saying.
Well, see, here's the good news too. Not to stay on the babies, but we have a night doula and a day doula as well.
Okay.
So they're helping. But my wife will do one kid, and I'll do the other kid with the help of the doulas. If we didn't have them, like we don't have them for a total of 3 hours throughout the whole 24-hour. 2 hours one time, 1 hour the next time. We're slowly getting there. So we do have help, and I can be like, okay, I got something to do. But I feel like an asshole if I do that. You know what I mean? I want to be a part of that shit. So, and I got to learn.
Literally and figuratively.
You know. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing, ADD wise, that Rattel Mini goes from 5 volts to 40 volts, and it has 8 milliseconds of latency. So it'll go to 8S.
That's insane. I mean, I'm telling you, this camera is the shit, man. I've never been so blown away by a camera. That res, and thank you for pulling up the stats because I didn't have them in front of me. And that's why we have all these members on the show here. That's why we have the gang.
There's wide dynamic range. It's got an 1/8-inch sensor. It goes 4:3 and 16:9. It does 10 languages. Who cares? And it has image flip, and it has it's starlight. They call it starlight. So what you're saying about nighttime stuff
I've literally flown this camera at night. I've seen. Rue tested. We tested it again the other night, he did. Yeah. He was testing the Foxeer's version, Runcam's version, and then against the Rattel, he went back to back to back to back. And I'm like, why aren't you recording this? Like, seriously, and make this a video? People want to see that kind of shit. Like, I used to do reviews and all that. I just stopped doing them, but you need to start doing that. So get your subs up. That's just the way it goes. Give them what they want to see. They would love to see that comparison. Cadix Rattel beat every single one of the cameras that he went against. That Foxeer, whatever he spent a good penny on, that's out, the latest and greatest. It blew that one away. The Foxeer had way too much noise when flying at night. We're talking, this is dark, black, night, and street lamps on in the parking lot in which we fly. So that was the only illumination process going on right there, right? The Cadix would go up every time, man, and you instantly knew it was the Cadix. It was just clear, less noise, and he could fly around the field where it was literally pitch black, and you could still see the lights were illuminating the grass and the parts of the trees where you're going. But once you flew under the lights, it was even that much better. It was like, holy crap.
So I have 2 questions. Well, I have 1 question, 1 statement. The one statement is, traditionally, low light cameras look like shit during the day.
Right, correct.
Yeah, my question to you is, does it A, go into a black and white mode, and B, when you go underneath the lights, how's the transition, or did it transition back into color when you have a certain amount of color?
So you're basically talking about like the old run cams, from a couple years ago, where
I got the cat.
Where they be fantastic at night, right? They just be like we saw it at CFL. They were like unbelievable at night, but during the day they were horrible. They were just
looked like shit.
It looked like crap. Yeah, it was washed out, no clarity, completely like. So I'm telling you the truth, man. Swear to God, it is an amazing day camera. That's what still blows me away, right? So I haven't even flown the mini drac at night or the Rattel, my Rattel, at night on this mini drac. So all I've done is daytime flying yesterday with the Maiden, and I forgot about the fact that it's also billed as an unbelievable nighttime camera.
Right.
So that just goes to show you. And I've already flown it. Rue has, and the other guys have the exact same camera on quads and whatever else. So I've seen it at night. That's why I went and bought it. Bought it to put it on my spec wing. So because the days are getting less, the less light, and we want to still fly when we get off of work and everything, and it's usually dark. So we needed a camera. Man, I'm telling you, man, during the day, this thing is crazy awesome. And to answer your question about fading or switching to black and white, set it on color and it won't switch. That way it always stays in color.
Wow.
Yes, it just stays in color. You never have to.
Even at night, whenever you're flying, it's kind of colorish.
Yes, it's still color. It's still color.
Mine's black and white if it's sharp.
So it's still color in black.
Yeah.
It's still in color when it's in the when it's full on night. That and now you're going to get some induced noise because you're raising the ISO theoretically, to get all that sensitivity. But that's where the Ratel shines, where the Caddx does. It's got less noise than what Runcam does, doing the same thing, right? I know one of these two, from what Rue was telling me, one of either the Foxeer or the Runcam has the identical sensor that is on the Caddx Ratel, right? So I don't know which one it is. I'm willing to bet it's the Foxeer. That's most likely going to be the one that has the identical sensor. But the Foxeer was horse shit compared to the damn Ratel. Like, it's like awful. Like it's got all the noise and it just looks it doesn't even look clear. It's just garbage. And I don't know. It's my new camera. When I get back, I'm gonna buy probably 2 or 3 more of them. I mean, they're only $30. They're not that expensive.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's totally worth doing. And then you have everything. 1200 TVL, nighttime, great daytime, and the colors, bro. The colors. I'll post up. No, I don't have it. The colors were very saturated, right? Where so a lot of these cameras will be during the daytime. Their colors are just subdued, right? No, it's completely the opposite. Like they did the right balance of boosting the saturation, if you will, and without flooding the image and making it get all blotchy. It's just really cool. I'm really blown away. So kudos to them. I keep giving them applause, but it's a product worth cheering about. And, of course, the Mini-Drak's Mini-Drak. And I'm telling you, Abba, without the iNav, it flies. It's a completely better animal. It's to be honest. Take iNav out of any Mini-Drak because it just flies tremendous. I had to dial these servos that are on here, man. You remember when I said I had no deflection? I have a shit ton of deflection. It's just like waving its hands around so much. And so I had to dial it down, and I tried to keep the, I wanted to have all the complete resolution in it, right? I wanted to have all the touch, right? But I can't because these servos are so twitchy. Like it senses every movement on that stick, so I had to put Expo in it. I know it's kind of a poo-poo thing, but there's Expo in there to adjust for my, Michael J. Fox hands when I'm flying. So kudos to that.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Running, whatchamacallit, Crossfire and Unify Pro, an 800 milliwatt. At 800 milliwatt setting and tested it. Amazing. So Brian, here's the lesson for anybody else that wants to build a Mini-Drak in the future. Take your time.
Yes.
And build it the right way.
And watch a video.
Watch a video or two on how to build it. Then do not just stick spars on the top in these channels that are already there. No. You're halfway there. You got to cut into them. But if you do it right, man, and you don't skimp and Click's been trying to teach me that for years. Don't rush the build. Take your time. You will be rewarded with the way it flies because it really is. This is literally the best Mini-Drak I've ever flown, and I've flown a lot of people's Mini-Draks. So its thing is amazing.
One day you'll get to fly my new one.
We'll see. As long as the spars aren't taped on the top of the channels, then we'll be good.
No, you can't even see the spars.
Good. I mean, you didn't bury them too bad, did you? You got to be able to get at them too. It's like a delicate balance. You got to still be able to get at them and get them out when they break, because they do break.
I did an experimental.
Every time you say that, I'm thinking of gasser motor on a 250 that you showed us that one time for show and tell. That still goes in my mind every
awesome
time. Every time you talk about you're experimenting, but that's just who you are. There you go. So Abba, let me know about Sunday.
Yep.
We'll do a private chat like we always do in the behind the backstage chat room. But other than that, I'm going to start getting going because I need to send out my old HDO2s in the mail back to Tim and all them and Peter. so hopefully they can get those fixed. But whatever, I got new ones. I'm excited, man. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get this trip on the way. And I'm excited to share with a bunch of you guys. Go ahead.
Whenever we do the chat, are we doing the Skype chat, or are we doing Messenger chat, or are we doing MeWe chat?
Oh, I don't know. Which, by the way, if you haven't done so, we're also on MeWe. So it's another social platform. If you want to join us on there, please do so. We're also starting to get into that area. We're branching out. We're not just going to stay on good old whatever book. And we're going to go on where, you know, we be free and talk and do what we need to do. So, but the channel's still here on YouTube.
I'll see you whenever.
What's that?
Whatever chat you go on, I'll check.
Oh well, do it right. But I will be posting on Instagram while on my trip, and if I'm talking to the gang here as well. If anybody wants to follow me along this journey, please do so. Just follow me at Shelby_Vol on Instagram, or you can follow me on my YouTube channel for this cool trip that's coming right around the corner, less than 48 hours. And I'll probably do some vlog style on it and everything. When I get back, there'll be my plan is a good four videos coming out of this trip. So that is the plan. I will do one freestyle vid while I'm on the trip like I normally do, and then the rest of them I'll release when I get back over the course of the holidays. Just something to look forward to, as little as that may be. A little video from good old Shelby. I guess that's it, guys. Do you have anything else you want to add or say before we start wrapping shit up and saying toodles?
No, I'm good to go.
Listen to Brian. He literally sounds like he's passing a kidney stone when I say toodles. What about smooches? Did I say smooches?
That's even worse.
It's even worse. All right, well, guys and gals and everybody else in the future that watches this episode, this is just a quick update letting you know what's going on. We will not be live. Well, we don't know yet. Tentatively right now. Nothing really big scheduled for this coming Sunday, but possibility. Because I'll be in Colorado, and we'll just see what happens. All right, guys. I guess that's it. We don't have to sit around for the whole closing, so thanks for tuning in. Until next time, remember, like I always say, be kind to one another, love one another, go out and get some air therapy, and go get you some of that. I'm out. We're all out. Later. Smooches. Smooches, Brian. Just say it. You hate that, don't you?
Sucks. I hate that. I'm not going to get too bent out of shape about it, but I do not like that.
All right, well, tough shit. Smooches, Brian. We're out.